Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pelshia, moderator for the conference call. Welcome to HMA Agro Industries Limited Q2 H1 FY26 results conference call. As a reminder, all participants will be in listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touch-tone telephone. Please note this conference is recorded. I would now like to hand over the floor to Mr. Nikhil Sundrani. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am delighted to welcome all our shareholders, investors, analysts, and distinguished guests to HMA Agro Industries Limited's earnings call for the quarter and half-year ended 30th of September 2025. Your participation and continued interest in our company are deeply valued. These calls provide us a platform to share our performance, highlights, key developments, and discuss our strategic priorities. We believe in maintaining transparency with our investors, and your engagement is a vital part of this process. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone that some statements made during this call may be forward-looking and involve risks and uncertainties. Actual results may differ significantly from what is expressed or implied. For a comprehensive understanding, please refer to company filings with stock exchanges and other public disclosures. Joining us today from our senior management team are Mr. Gulzar Ahmed, who is the Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Aman Kaushik, Senior Associate Finance, along with other members of our leadership team. The second quarter of financial year 26 has been a period of continued progress for the company. We have focused on strengthening operational efficiency, enhancing product quality, and strategically expanding our market reach. These efforts have enabled us to navigate global challenges while maintaining our growth trajectory. I would like to now invite our CFO, Mr. Gulzar Ahmed, to share a detailed overview of our financial performance, operational highlights, and company's strategic outlook for the future. Over to you, Gulzarji.
Thank you, Nikhil. A very wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Gulzar Ahmed, CFO of HMA Agro Industries Limited. Today we are making this conference call for the earnings of half year for financial year 2025-26 and quarter 2 results. It is my pleasure to present results that mark the strongest quarter and half year in our company history. This achievement reflects robust demand, improved operational efficiency, and disciplined financial management. I would like to give you a brief number about our performance. First, I would like to stand-alone financial performance. If we talk about the quarter 2 financial year 2025-2026, we have created a record, and this is our highest revenue we have ever made. In this quarter, we have achieved 21,491.68 million rupees revenue, whereas the last quarter it was 13,666 million rupees. It is almost the double what we have generated in this quarter. The total income we generated in this quarter is 21,849.52 million, which is the highest ever income we have generated ever. The EBITDA for this quarter was 725.22 million rupees, and which was last quarter 179.06 million. The PAT for this quarter is 644.61 million as a standalone, and this is the highest what we made in one quarter. The figure was PBT, and the PAT is 482.34 million, which is compared to last quarter 71.73 million. If I give you figures for the half year, this is the strongest half year ever. The revenue we have created in the half year was 32,376 million rupees, which is somewhere around 57% higher than the last year. EBITDA, it's 2.28 million. And if we talk about PBT, it is 740.3 million rupees, and the PAT is 554.07 million. This is the strongest half-year result ever in the HMA. And I would like to give you the consolidated performance for quarter 2. The revenue we have generated as a consolidated is 21,553.39 million, which is somewhere around 92% substantial growth and 48% YOY growth. The total income we generated as a consolidated is 21,914.45 million. The EBITDA is 1,315.71 million. EBITDA margin also expanded for 6.10 from 1.4. The PBT we have made in this consolidated quarter is 1,170.16 million, and PAT is 879.89 million. This has bring us a more confidence, more reliability from the market, and there's a broad-based growth. We have higher asset utilization, cost optimization initiative, strong governance and process improvement. The conclusion for my today's presentation, quarter 2 and half year reflect a significant step forwarded to our company. We have delivered record performance across all indicators like revenue, EBITDA, PBT and PAT, both on standalone and consolidated basis. So with this, I would like to close my speech, a small speech. Thanks for your valuable time. Over to you, Nikhil.
Yeah, thank you, Gulzar for giving us the brief on the financial results. Now we are open for the question and answer sessions. One by one, we will be starting with them. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you have a question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad and wait for your turn to ask the question. If you would like to withdraw your request, you may do so by pressing star and 1 again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. We will wait for a moment while the questions assemble. First question comes from Amit Ahija from HG Ava. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity and congratulations for good set of numbers. So the question is is the company planning entry into retail packaged foods or value-added consumer brands?
No. Can you repeat your question? Your voice is not clear.
Yes, sir. Is the company planning entry into retail packaged foods?
Retail package for India or overseas? You are talking about the retail product for India or overseas?
India.
India. We are currently testing the market with our product retail, because in India the eating habit is more of chilled or fresh items. So we are in the testing phase of retail client with our team. So we would like to enter in India, and it is for sure India is one of the biggest market, but we need to educate the clients regarding the frozen generic of our product. So it will take time, but we will be working on it.
And sir, as a concentration risk, like besides like frozen buffalo meat, like how much is the other products like? But I will frame my question properly. Like, how does the company plan to diversify beyond frozen buffalo meat to reduce export concentration risk?
Reduce what?
I think so. Frozen buffalo meat के अलावा आप exports में और क्या करते हैं?
We are currently exporting basmati rice, fish from India, and we are also planning for very soon to launch our frozen vegetables also. And regarding buffalo meat, it has the highest demand of ever red meat available in the market. So this is our core product, and we always work to make it more stronger and to deliver in many another countries.
And so the exceptional margin which you have mentioned in Q2, like, is it sustainable or driven by temporary factors?
For any food product, the margins are always related to the demand and supply. As you see in Q2, there is a very high demand globally, so we will be able to charge a marginal prices. So it's totally depend. If it is related to a daily use food, it is depend on demand and supply. And we also have competition from overseas. So if their supply distract or their supply increase, our margin always change.
As a question related to CapEx, like what is the CapEx plan for FY26-27, especially with respect to the Jabalpur chicken plant or the leather and pet food division or the automation upgrades?
For our buffalo business, we don't need much CapEx because we already running under capacity. For chicken plant, once we will be entering and increasing, we need working capital more of the CapEx because most of the machineries are not that much expensive. For chicken CapEx, somewhere around 10 crore will be enough. And
this is FY26-27?
Which one?
FY26-27?
Yeah, 26-27.
And so for leather pet food division?
Pet food division is different. And I think if you don't mind, will you be able to email us because we have another people also to take care of the question.
I will join back with you. Okay, thank you.
Definitely. Thank you, Amit. Thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. We will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. We have a question from Amit Agija from HMA Agro. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Amit.
Yeah, I think so. There are nobody else in the queue. I think so. Let's ask the question. Can I answer the question? Like for pet food division, what is the CapEx plan? Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Your voice is not clear.
Cannot hear you.
मेरा सवाल है सर पेट फूड डिवीजन का CapEx and like will you be funding the CapEx from internal accruals or the external debt or equity?
CapEx, you are asking about the CapEx requirement for pet food?
Yes.
Currently, as of now, the pet food we are exporting, we have a limited client, and we are able to produce that much as in our existing capacity. If we receive more demand, so we will be going to add on some machinery, and that will be not much, but it's totally depend on the demand side. So whatever demand we have currently, we have the machineries available. in future, if we have more demand, more clients, so we need to put some machineries. And we can only reply, and we can only able to reply on this question when we assess our demand.
Understood, sir. And for chicken, the 10 crore CapEx, which is that will be from internal accruals, or you'll be raising debt or equity?
10 crore CapEx for?
I think so in the question which I asked you, sir, for chicken CapEx expansion, you're planning 10 crore by FY26. Yes.
That will be for chicken project. Because chicken, every day we have
the funding will be internal
technology. Internally. Most of internally or maybe with bank.
You will be raising debt, right?
But chicken still have time, like we are not needing that capital in soon of like 1 quarter or 2 quarter. Because we are working on a technology to adopt our finance technology.
And sir, how is the company navigating the geopolitical and the currency volatility, especially like are the new markets being explored in Europe, GCC or East Asia?
East Asia, we are already supplying with our buffalo product. Europe still have time because in Europe there are certain protocols that need to be signed between Indian veterinary and Europe veterinary. But we are ready with from our side. It's the only G2G matter. Once the market access has been provided to the Europe for India products, we will be ready to supply next year.
And so what do you want to briefly light up on the working capital cycle currently trending?
Amitji, I think your voice has some problem. If you don't mind, can you send us the email for all your questions? So me and my team can be able to reply you in...
Yes, I will do that. Yes, I will do that.
That will be great help, Amitji.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad.
We don't have questions, so can we close now?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now I hand over the floor to Mr. Nikhil Sundrani for closing comments.
Can you there?
Yeah, 1 second. I think there are no more questions. We have to wait for at least 2 minutes more time.
No problem.
After that we can close. We can wait for 2 more minutes.
So we have a question, sir.
Yeah, you can proceed.
Sure, sir. The next question comes from Saurabh Goyal from Goyal Associates. Please go ahead.
जी, जैसा कि सर हमने आपके रिजल्ट देखे, Q2 आपका बहुत अच्छा गया है. Q1 को देखते हुए क्या हम आगे भी एक्सपेक्टेशंस कर सकते हैं कि आपका रिजल्ट आगे भी ऐसा ही स्टेबलाइज रहेगा?
Thank you for your question. And as I replied the previous question from Mr. Amit, the food business is totally depending on demand and supply. We always pray to Almighty that we will be having a good demand and a shorter supply from the overseas people. So we hope, as per now, what we got the data from our marketing team, the demand is still there, and we are trying to supply it. And we hope this demand will sustain longer and longer.
Okay.
Thank you, Saurabh.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, please press star and 1 on your telephone keypad.
I think there are no more questions, so now we can conclude the call. Thank you all the shareholders, investors for participation. We will continue our transparency, operational strength, and sustainable performance. We value your partnership and look forward to speaking again in the next quarter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your conference call for today. Thank you for your participation and for using Doorsabha's conference call service. You may disconnect your lines now. Thank you and have a good day.